and she didn't seem to be bothered or try to change who she was just to please the audience or the overwhelming amount of requests that people were saying, whether it was about her attitude on stage, her walk, her look. Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel. It's your boy Luis Portelles, and for today's video we have a very special one because we're gonna be reacting and analyzing together the Q&A segment that the candidates of Miss Universe Philippines had recently during an unofficial press conference. From what I've been able to gather, it seems like the Miss Universe Philippines organization recently had a press conference that it was supposed to be for Bea, for her to interact with the press. However, very last minute they decided to invite the candidates that will be able to attend, and therefore they also used this event to introduce some of the candidates to the press and have a little Q&A segment. Of course, I think that in the middle of the entire rollout of the competition, any opportunity that we get to see what the candidates can do, what they bring to the table, is a great opportunity to get to know them better, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. So we're going to be watching this together. I'll give you some of my opinions about what they had to say, how they handled the questions and all of that. And to make this an interactive experience, if you guys have anything to add or anything to criticize, please let me know in the comment section down below. While you're at it, don't forget to leave a like on my videos that it gets recommended to more people, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. I really hope that you enjoy it.
Also, a couple of years ago, you joined a pageant contest. Now that you are older and wiser, what can we expect from this Celeste organizing that we're seeing now?
I'm
Celeste.
right now. When I came here and I was doing a younger pageant, I was still adapting to the culture of the Filipinos, to the mindset, and also to the language. I wasn't even able to speak English. But I'm here today because I am ready for it. I'm ready to commit to a new crown. And I think that people will be really surprised. I learn a lot. Every day I train because I want to be ready.
That's so true. She has improved tremendously. It's really crazy.
Can I ask this?
Three influential women. Okay, I would go first with my mom, of course. She's been working a lot as a single mom to raise me and my sister, and I really made a mission to give back to her and to provide everything I can for her. So she was really an inspiration since the day I was born up until today. I just want to give back to her. My second inspirational woman would be Oprah Winfrey because I meditate every morning and I always listen to her voice. I think that it just calms me down a lot, and whenever I go through a lot of stress, I just listen to her audio and I find it very inspirational. Another influential woman, I would go for my sister. My sister has been working a lot with me to provide everything for my mother, and she also sacrificed a lot and was in high school. She was the one paying for my school, she was the one paying for everything, so I just want to give everything back to my family at the end of the day.
Okay, before we continue, I just want to address this entire segment with Celeste. I personally feel like she has improved so much over the years, and she is truly an example of resilience. Because, you know, I was not around the pageant scene when she competed in Miss Earth, but definitely looking back, I can see the backlash that this woman received, the amount of hate, and the very harsh critiques that she had to deal with. But for her to really go back to her craft and put in the work and really work on her skills and kind of redo her entire look and reimagine who she is and come back stronger, that is really an example of someone who is able to turn into their best version of themselves, which I wish that more of us were able to do, especially since I had my interview with her. Listen, lots of respect for this woman.
You can use based on your own personality.
Thank you, Miss Bea. Actually, it's so great that we had the chance to talk to Bea before the show. One thing that I really learned from Bea is just to keep your cool, because everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses, but we just show our uniqueness, what makes us unique. And something that I inspired from her, also not just being our Miss Universe Philippines 2021, but being as my friend. Yes, from Cebu, and we've known each other since college. And I have the privilege to know her personally, and I think that one thing that I really learned from her is just be yourself, which is what Miss Universe Philippines is also championing from their girls. And I'm very happy to be in a group of empowered phenomenal women, and I'm just very happy to be here.
You know what? Cebu Province is one of the girls that a lot of people have been talking about. There's a lot of buzz around her, and I feel like in a way she's kind of a dark horse because I don't feel like she has that huge support just yet, but I can definitely see the potential. I also agree 100% with everything that she said during her answer here, especially about Bea. I remember back in the day, like people were not so convinced about Bea, and a lot of people even doubt her. And don't get me wrong, myself included, in some occasions, I was not so sure if Bea was the one. But from the moment that she stepped into the stage of Miss Universe, you could see that Bea was really on her element, and especially during coronation night, she really proved everyone wrong. What I like the most about Bea's journey when I look back at it is the fact that she was able to remain herself at all times, and she didn't seem to be bothered or try to change who she was just to please the audience or the overwhelming amount of requests that people were saying, whether it was about her attitude on stage, her walk, her look, whatever it is. Bea was just authentic to who she was, and I think that's the main factor that really brought her to the top 5 of Miss Universe. So now getting to see that the candidates are inspired by this, I think that, you know, at the end of the day, it's a very positive message because the girls are going to embrace who they are as individuals rather than trying to imitate queens that came before them and perhaps were successful. In this way, they can create their own path and create their own legacy.
Maybe last one question.
Ahead. I mean, kasi you've gone through a lot.
Cebu City. Come on, Chantal.
So,
Sorry, my
take a deep breath. Don't be nervous. So, be yourself. How will you work on your game plan? So, one at a time or plan ko din ahead?
Well, for those who don't know, I am an anxious workaholic. I plan not just days in advance, but years in advance. So this has been something
Same.
I've been thinking of since I can even imagine since Miss Universe Philippines has been started. So I have had so many ideas just stuck in my mind, and now I'm finally allowed to use them. So I've been thinking about this for a very, very long time, and this isn't just one at a time, rather, but this is something that I've been thinking of ever since.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Chantal is a very, very beautiful girl, just like physically speaking, facially speaking. But what I really like the most about her is just her personality. She is so extremely sweet. And for those of you who are subscribed to the channel, you know that she was here with us just a few days ago. She joined me for an interview, and that was honestly like such a delight because I can tell you that being in an interview environment for the candidate, of course it can be stressful because they don't know what to expect, but at the same time, being the person that is interviewing, that is leading the entire thing, it can also bring a lot of anxiety. Especially me, I have a lot of anxiety. I get really, really stressed before an interview. So the connection and the dynamic that I have with the guests is really important for me to be able to lead, for me to be able to also make them feel comfortable. And Chantal was excellent at that. She made me feel like I was in control. She made me feel like, you know, calm and relaxed. And because of that, I think that the interview turned out really well. And I was able to allow her to shine because we built that environment together. I think that for every single thing that I've seen so far of her, whether it's the challenges, whether it's the Kumu lives, whether it's the interviews, she always carries that same aura. And I think that's so important when you're competing to be a beauty queen, when you're competing, especially for a title like Miss Universe Philippines. You need to connect with people and you need to make them feel good.
Next question for the next delegate.
Oh, it was so exciting to actually get the news. I was doing a makeup tutorial online with a friend, and we were very focused on that. And then suddenly someone came in the room, and I thought, oh my gosh, what's the emergency? Because I'm doing this live. And then they just showed me the phone with the top 3 of the introduction challenge, and I was just really happy that I had to stop the live for a bit and just take a deep breath and take it in. So I'm very, very happy and grateful.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. And
Thank you too.
Next question.
Pauline, I mean, once again, is one of the front runners in my opinion. Lots of love and support for Pauline from the fans, from the audience, and even from the vloggers. I honestly admire everything that she has done so far in the competition. And actually, little disclaimer, little surprise for you guys, she's gonna be one of the guests of the show for an interview this week. So I think we have a date. I will get back to you guys on that, like officially with an announcement and all, but Pauline is gonna be on the channel. So I hope that you guys are looking forward to that.
Adam. Diane. Can you pass the mic here?
Pauline, how do you make compliments? Compliments.
How I take
How do you
compliments?
take compliments and criticism from the netizens? And what do you consider your top core value?
My mom always taught me to take a compliment and respond with "uyag." It's a Visayan term. I think it's well so in Tagalog. She always tells me that whenever I get a compliment, I should always say "uyag." And if it's criticism for the Visayan girls, I'm sure you can relate. And if it's constructive criticism, of course I take it with a grain of salt. And if it's hate or insult, then I don't take it personally if they don't know me personally.
Thanks so much.
Thank you too.
Next question.
Agreed. You gotta take the positive and keep the negative out, you know? Take whatever is gonna help you improve and become a better version of yourself.
We just recently got crowned, right?
No, last year.
Oh, last year.
Sorry. Okay.
Seriously, yeah, been one of the girls who have been impressing us in the language challenge and even in your game. So for a newbie like you, how are you sustaining this kind of movement? How do you plan to sustain your momentum for this competition?
Well, you know what? To tell you, I actually started my pageant career since I was 14. And it has given me an advantage, especially when it comes to beauty pageants. And now, I guess I'm maintaining it by preparing, of course, my Q&A, my pasarela, and I also do everyday exercises, actually. I do running every morning, and of course, I do sit-ups every afternoon. And you know what? I'm really doing the best that I can, putting my time and effort in this journey, because I always believe that nothing worthwhile comes easy. You really need to work hard for it. And at the end of the day, I just really hope that all of my hard work will pay off, and we'll finally get to the Silver Slopings round.
Wow, Miss Angelica Lopez representing for Palawan. One of the fan favorites as well, not maybe in amount of following, but definitely like the ones who like her a lot. And I've seen a lot of requests about her on my comment section. Let me tell you, and being fully transparent, I think that she looks more beautiful, like even more like glowing on this video than in some of the challenges. Not that she looks bad in any of those, of course, but I just feel like filming her casually really does her justice. She looks amazing here. I'm really pleased with her communication skills. That's something that I didn't have the time to really discover before. She's very eloquent, and at the same time, I love what she's saying here. She's talking about, you know, what it goes into being a beauty queen and all the preparation. A lot of people think it's just about being beautiful, but no, you have to train a lot. You have to prepare in different aspects, different disciplines in order to bring your A game to the competition, because everyone is doing the same. So you cannot stay behind. You really have to put in the work and make sure that what you are delivering, your absolute best every single time. That's the challenge. We don't wake up every single day being the best versions of yourself, but that's what Miss Palawan is trying to do here. So we gotta give her props for that.
And for Miss San Juan, what is a beautiful farmer doing like you?
So for me, the Filipino value that I would always value is what my parents taught me. First is my religious beliefs. Even if wherever I came from, there will always be respect for people, even if we have different language or different opinions in life, because that is what's important. That you respect other people despite the differences of religion you have. And another Filipino value that I value that I've also learned from my parents is the value of education. Because this is the most important tool that we have, and this is the only thing that my parents, my grandparents would give to me. And as an educator, this is something that I will value. And at the end of my time, I will also learn to teach everything that I learned in this world to the next generation. And and these are the values that, Filipino values that I've learned.
Miss Nicole Distura representing for Quezon City. I'm really happy to see her come back this year. She was one of the candidates who competed last year, but unfortunately she didn't make it into the top 30. That was really sad back in the day because she had a lot of potential, and I'm glad to see that she decided to give it another shot. Nicole, I feel like on her looks, so if you look at her pasabog, if you look at her videos and challenges and whatever she has done before, she's very fierce. But when she is like speaking like one-on-one or just on a casual environment such as this one, I feel like she's a little bit of an introvert. Like she's, I don't know, like within her bubble, and she's very delicate in the way that she expresses herself and she communicates. So for a lot of people, they might love that. Other people might want a little bit more energy. I personally feel like it fits her character just fine. And especially in this context, she's talking about values. So it's not something that you have to put a lot of energy for, as long as you're able to make them understand the emotion and where you're coming from. It's going to be effective. So I'm really happy, and I hope to see more from her. I'm excited. Who else? It's Rizal.
Yes. Okay. So you're the youngest candidate. Yes. So what advantage do you think you have with your youth, and disadvantage, and how can you compensate for that if ever?
Okay, so I believe that being the youngest is also an advantage to me, considering that I am a fresh face and I can bring fresh perspectives to the table. And that's why a lot of people may tend to underestimate me, but all I have now is to prove what I've got and how much I can really give and show to the platform as Universe Philippines. And also, I know that this comes with disadvantages. So I might not be as experienced as some of my MEPH sisters, but I consider this as really a learning and growing experience. And that's what I can really take away from that disadvantage. So yes, thank you.
All I have to say about Ms. Rizal's intervention is that sana all fresh. She said, I have a fresh face and a fresh perspective, baby. I agree with that. You know, like the beauty of having new generations of beauty queens and girls who want to be implicated and girls who want to get into this industry is that you get, you know, a lot of diversity, lots of different point of views, different perspectives from all different backgrounds. And so when you're following a beauty pageant and all the activities that come with that, you get to learn a lot from each one of the candidates that in their personal way, in their individual way, give a lot back to their community. So it's always a win-win situation, not only for the organizations because they get to work with amazing candidates, but also for the audience because we get a show, we get entertained, we learn a lot of things, and we get to support girls and their amazing causes and projects and advocacies and all of that. So I agree with you, Ms. Rizal. I actually do.
Ms. Kaya, can you introduce us to yourself and introduce yourself to us? How would you like to present yourself as a strong candidate for Miss Universe Philippines 2020?
So, hi everyone, I believe that most of you do not even know where Demo Vizcaya is, right?
I know.
Most people, when I talk to them, where is Demo Vizcaya? Where is that located? Well, I'm here to represent the province. I'm here to tell you that Demo Vizcaya is the gateway to Cagayan Valley, and I believe that Demo Vizcaya has been in the covers for too long, that we didn't have any representative. So now I'm here to represent the province to show you the uniquely beautiful and naturally vibrant people from the province of Demo Vizcaya. And I hope you guys can visit my province.
Come on, tourism.
What's my favorite thing from Nueva Vizcaya? Pinasarap sila ng kalakay.
I also have sweet teachers, by the way, because most people have teachers which is sour, right? But in Nueva Vizcaya, we had Satsuma teachers, which is in Casbu, Nueva Vizcaya.
Lalang mo naman kami.
It's a different party. Maybe I'll bring soon.
Super fast. Celeste.
She's definitely right when she said that they don't have a lot of representations because this is the very first time after over a year of covering pageants in the Philippines that I hear about Nueva Vizcaya. My biggest takeout from her intervention is her personality. So approachable, so funny, so eloquent, and also the fact that she is so passionate about representing her locality that, of course, as she said, it has been lacking representation for the longest time. And even it seems like the media agrees with that. I love that she's promoting what they have to offer, their values, the locations, and all of that. And I'm really excited for what she's gonna bring to the competition. I'm really gonna look forward for her tourism video. So I hope it's a good one. No pressure.
I'm intrigued by your background. It says you're a model and a real estate broker. So
She's the most important person in my life, and she is the reason why I'm here. I think all of us have something in common. We want to make our parents proud. We want to make the people supporting us, the people backing us up proud. And I want to make the city of Taguig also proud. So apart from the women in my life, I want everyone, all supporting together to achieve the epitome of happiness with Miss Universe Philippines. Thank you.
Ooh. Okay, Mr. Gig. For a lot of people, you know, the gig has really become a front runner in the sense that, first of all, the girl has international experience. She has the look of a Filipina. You know, a lot of people complain about mixed backgrounds and all of that, but I feel like the gig really has that in the bag. She has a very strong advocacy, very good communication skills, and she's stunning. I mean, those are like the winning factors that you need in order to make it in the competition. So I'm really looking at her and thinking she might be the next winner. Of course, we still have to wait. There's a long road ahead. We have to wait for the top 30. We have to wait for the Q&A challenge. We have to wait for the tourism videos, preliminary competition, and then finally coronation night. So things might change, but as of right now, I really think that the gig is standing out. And is it a coincidence that last year's representative was Katrina from the gig? This year is another Katrina from the gig. Katrina last year ended first runner-up. She might be the new winner. I don't know. It's a redemption for the gig.
Bulacan naman, so we can hear from almost everybody. Can you tell us more about yourself and what you think is your best quality or your background that you think you can be a force in Miss Universe?
Yeah, that's the first thing I considered when joining Miss Universe Philippines. People are asking me, why did you join Miss Universe Philippines? Why not the other pageants here in the Philippines? And like what I was always saying, that upon watching Miss Universe Philippines organization with the new franchise handled by our national director, Ms. Shamsi Subsu, I saw how they really broke the stigma circulating in the pageant industry. In fact, they're not confining, they're encouraging and empowering. They really broke that standard circulating in the society that the candidates has to filter out and hide some faces onto their personality and even into their past just to be of that standard. But Miss Universe Philippines doesn't have to do that because they're welcoming and they're giving others a chance. However, my asset and my advantage for this pageant is that I've been vigorous in my character, and that's why I think a Miss Universe Philippines candidate should have is to have a vigorous character that can not just do the communication skills, but then but can also speak and fight for what she believes in. And that's, I think, I can offer to the
That's amazing, Nika. Honestly, that was a mic drop, by all means. I feel like, as you said, in today's day and age, the role of a pageant is also to break down barriers rather than just fit into the stereotype of what a candidate should be, what a woman should look like, or the way that she should behave. And in that sense, I feel like the new Miss Universe organization has been very successful. You know, having someone like Rabia, for example, then having someone like Beatriz Luigi Gomez, who is like member of the LGBTQ plus community, having tattoos, having this edge of like serving in the military, and like so many different aspects that are so unconventional when you look at perhaps other pageants in the Philippines. So I really like that, and I agree with what you said. I'm also positively surprised by her skills to communicate and really connect with the audience. She's one of the candidates that, I mean, like, I've been noticing her, and she made my top picks for the casting challenge, but for other challenges she was a little bit under the radar for me. But going forward, I'll keep an eye on her because I like this. She's interesting.
And you guys weren't expecting that. Next question is Adam.
For Batangas province,
Signal for your submission naman.
Well, of course, to everybody else, to all the pageant fans, you guys noticed that last year I joined in as an independent candidate. And one single comment was thrown at me, and which I believe was true, was 70% of me coming into top 30 was my personality. And although I took it as an advantage, saying, oh, it's more than half, right? But it's still a failing mark. So my game plan this year was, I'm really proud to be part of a camp, a team behind me, because I know with a little bit of push, motivation, and a whole lot of training, plus personality, I'll be able to reach within a higher course.
Alright everyone, so that was the answer of Jedidah about her comeback to Miss Universe Philippines 2022. I do agree that last year she really showed a lot of personality, and that's why so many people really fell in love with Jedidah since the beginning, and I feel like that also translated to this year. However, when it comes to the looks, the techniques, and all of that, she has improved a lot as well. I can see the influence of the team behind her, and she has more support. In a way, she is glowing even more than last year. I have mentioned in other videos that I would like to see a little bit of a change in styling for Jedidah, sometimes when it comes to the makeup or when it comes to the hairstyle. I would like to see her try something new. Not that there's anything wrong with what she's doing right now, but I would like to see what else she's capable of. I don't know if you guys agree, but in all scenarios, I'm really happy for her. I feel like she looks a lot more confident, a lot more empowered, more refreshed, and I feel like if she really takes advantage of that momentum, she could do extremely well during the competition. So there you go, you guys. That was my reaction to some of the candidates during the press conference Q&A that Miss Universe Philippines 2022 had recently. Of course, these are not all of the candidates, and even I'm aware that not all of the candidates in this video had the chance to speak. However, it's just a way for me to get to know some of them better, and I'll continue doing my research on my own side. Or if you want to see more videos like this one, let me know. I might do like a part 2 to this video. So anything that, you know, you guys want to watch. So thank you as usual for joining me and staying with me until the end. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, and also subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, you know this is a tradition on the channel. Come here and give me a hug. Thank you for coming and spending a few moments out of your day here with me. And until I see you next time, please stay safe. Be kind to one another, sending you all my love, all my kisses. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.